Hey, how's everybody doing today? This is going to be my second part of the 2014 quarterback draft class. I'm just doing the top three quarterbacks. So the second one is on Johnny Manziel, first round pick number 22 out of Texas A&M, going to Cleveland. He threw for 4,114 yards, 37 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. They're not too bad numbers. I would like to see the interceptions go down. Like with Bridgewater, he had over 30 touchdowns and he had under 5 interceptions. So that was a lot better stats. But he also had 500 more yards than him. The first thing I'm going to talk about is Johnny's recklessness. There's parts of it that I do like, and there's parts of it that I don't like. Um, I have one specific play in my head of him playing against Alabama last year. He run around in the backfield. Not the play where he threw it to Ryan Swope for a touchdown, but one where he threw it to Mike Evans. He was getting chased in the backfield, almost got sacked twice, turned around and just flung it up, probably 40, probably a 40-yard pass. Mike Evans jumped up and caught it. Mike Evans is a great receiver, so I'm not surprised he got it. But there was 4 defensive backs surrounding him. In the NFL, when you're playing Patrick Peterson or Richard Sherman, someone like that, Darrelle Revis, interception all day, every time. So I question that, but then there's the recklessness that I do like. When he's talking smack on the field, I love it, because he can back up his game. He knows what he's doing. So I kind of touched on his decision making. It's kind of questionable, but I think something like that can be tuned in the NFL with a few years. And then next thing is his mobility, which is great. I love his mobility. He's got great footwork when outside of the pocket. But the thing with his mobility is I think it could cause to injuries in the NFL. I see him trying to make people miss, trying to get outside, and then getting lit up by a defensive end. Whoever it is, Jadeveon Clowney, I see that hit probably 3 times a day, every day, from when he hit the guy at Michigan. I don't remember what running back they had, but it was the Outback Bowl a few years ago. And just remember that. And I see that happening to Johnny Manziel if he tries to do something crazy like that. The next thing I'm going to talk about is his targets at Cleveland. I wouldn't really necessarily they have him set up for success. The Cleveland Browns recently went and got Miles Austin, who didn't have a single touchdown last year, but he's still one of those receivers. He had a few good years. He could still be an impact player. And go to Josh Gordon. Is he even going to play this year? If he does, he's one of my favorite receivers. I think if he does play, I think the Browns have a shot at being one of the best offenses in the league, believe it or not. And then you have Cameron, their tight end, who's not necessarily a run blocker, but he's got hands. He may as well be a receiver. He would be my number 1 target on that offense. And you've got Marquise Gray too. I think he'll be an impact tight end this year. I mean, coming out of Minnesota, he's my homeboy, but I think he'll have a good year. And then just overview, I think Johnny, his upside is huge, but his downside's it's way down there too. So I think pick 22 is a great spot to pick him at because he's a first rounder, but that's around when Tebow went, and he was a bust. But the Broncos didn't have to break the bank with him, and the Cleveland Browns aren't going to have to break the bank with Johnny Manziel right away. But I think Johnny Manziel overall is going to be a star, and I think he'll win a Super Bowl. So that's my analysis on Johnny Manziel.